In this video, we'll be taking a look at the psychoanalytic school. Now, Sigmund Freud was considered the mastermind behind the psychoanalytic school. The subject matter of psychoanalytic school was the role the unconscious played in mental disorders, and the methodology used was clinical observation. The psychoanalytic school became known as the second force in psychology. Freud believed that the mind contains conscious as well as unconscious content. Unconscious content includes the same mental activities as the conscious, except that the individual isn't aware of the unconscious activities. The unconscious cannot be explained in terms of psychological or chemical processes or a locality in the brain. Proof that the unconscious exists can be seen in hypnosis, ideas that occur suddenly, psychic contents of the mind of mentally ill people, and the dreams. Unconscious processes are accessible through psychoanalytic method of free association. In free association, the individual says anything that comes to mind. Some processes enter the unconscious more readily than others, depending on how deep they are in the unconscious. In the beginning, these activities may seem strange and incomprehensible to the individual, but they can be better understood and lead to an understanding of the individual's behavior. Most of Freud's patients were middle-class women who he identified with hysteria caused by sexual problems. The spirit of the times influenced the middle class and upper class. The Victorian society and the beginning of the industrial era influenced people's behavior greatly. Proper behavior was valued, and sexuality posed a problem. Freud found that some had suffered sexual abuse as children, and others that fantasized about sexual experiences. Freud interpreted as referring childhood sexuality and believed it to be applicable to all human beings. This experience was hidden in the unconscious and gave way to neurotic behavior. In industrial and organizational psychology, Freud's theories is still applicable. Freud's theory is relevant to the psychodynamic of organization. The study of behavioral dynamics and unconscious processes leads to a deeper understanding of organizational issues. In consultancy and training, the psychoanalytic approach involves making sense out of what does not seem to make sense and takes the view that there are no coincidences in life. The implication is that the unconscious mental contents continually affect the consciousness. About 20 years after Freud, splinter groups emerged. They placed less emphasis on sexuality and focused more on the future as well as childhood experiences. They emphasized the role of social relations and social institutions. At present, the psychoanalytic approach has a strong influence on social theories, such as debates in feminist psychology and debates about the mind. It also serves the practical function of listening to the inner minds of people.